Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, congratulations on a 48-0 victory. And wow.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good way to put it, I guess. I thought we were very well prepared, and I thought our kids executed very well on both sides of the ball. We got better in the special team, so it was a really, really good night for our football team.
Trick-or-treat night is officially next Tuesday, and we went trick-or-treating, and we got a lot of treats, and we did a lot of tricking. Your defense just totally dominated the game, and Charlie Brown Pumpkin was smiling at the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, it was, we set the tone early.
Yes.
I think the opening kickoff really set the tone, and then, the first couple of series defensively, they had a hard time moving the ball, and we forced them to throw the football, which is not what they like to do. And when you force the offense to do what they don't like to do, you feel your success on defense is good.
I was surprised. Dobbs, the running back, carries 29 times last Friday, 272 yards rushing. And they come out and they don't. I know they tried to rush, and you thought they knew that they weren't going to be able to do it, but to throw the ball that much and just completely abandon what they do for the previous 8 games.
Yeah, they didn't really do what they had been doing. Of course, when you stop the run, like I said, it forces them to throw the football, which they don't like to do. I mean, they can throw it, and they threw it decent, but they like to run the football.
So maybe when Bremen came out and to play the game, they saw a bunch of ghosts and goblins inside the helmets of the Yellow Jackets, because we got a mean pumpkin behind us.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yes, he is a very mean pumpkin. Folks, we're going to take a short time out. We're going to come back and look at those first half highlights, and I promise it is a treat, and you're going to enjoy it. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show, and Coach, thoroughly dominating 48-0 victory, 21-0 at halftime. We get a pick 6 from Logan Parker for a touchdown. We get a 43-yard touchdown pass to Brandon Spector. We get an 80-yard touchdown pass, a tunnel screen to Braylon Barton. Zach Fuller ran. I thought one of the keys going into the game was how well the Mac Daddies would control the line of scrimmage. I thought they continued to show improvement against the team that came in giving up 8 or 9 points a game defensively. I thought the Mac Daddies did a nice job and made life really nice for the pound and shoot offense.
Yeah, I thought our offensive line did play well. They do some different things on defense. They move and they slant, and we didn't think we'd really have a whole lot of success running the football on them. That's the reason we came out throwing it. But we liked our matchups at wide receiver. We didn't think they could cover us one-on-one. And I think Gavin would have had a little better night throwing the football. It wasn't terrible, but if he'd have connected a little bit more early, I think we'd have had a bigger lead at halftime.
Beautiful complex.
Oh, yeah, it is a nice place. I was very impressed.
Same here. Artificial turf field, and our captains for tonight's game are?
You got C.J. Fuller, Owen Williams, who is that? Zeke Nance, and Porter Law.
And the official giving Owen Williams a little sartorial instructions there to make sure he's dressed properly according to GHSA rules. Coach is shaking his head, folks. All right. I like this uniform, and I really like it when I'm at a field at Bremen because I'm close to the field. Even though Todd and I were in the highest point in the city of Bremen. We were on the top of the home press box.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Thin air. All right, they won the coin toss, elected to receive. We're going to kick off, and Eduardo Fajardo doing the kicking off, as well as handling all the other duties. And why is he fielding this ball?
Again, I think this set the tone early. Big hit by Tyler Putnam, John Kell Talbert, and who was that? Was that
I don't know.
McKnight, it looked like.
Was that the slobber knocker at the? We had 2 guys post him up, and he paid for it. They line up in an I formation. Quarterback rolls to the right, dumps it out here, and it doesn't go for much.
Yep, good tackle by Trip Hoblitzell there. That was a little something we hadn't seen. They shifted to an I formation.
Yes, yeah. So they line up. This is the formation you're going to see most of the night with 2 and 3 receivers on one side, a receiver on the right, H-back or wing back. And it's a good-sized kid, number 1.
Number 1's a good player. Number 5's a good player, but he didn't show it tonight because he was playing against a really, really good defense.
I thought that run set a tone, and you're going to see Peyton Morrow make a tackle on the wide side when Dobbs tries to bounce it. And, Coach, they may have thought they had a good running attack with good quick backs, but our defense was quicker.
Yeah, I thought we were very quick and fast tonight. They try to throw a little scat route right here, a stop route and a swing by the back, and we were there and had it played.
If he hits the receiver, Tripp returns it for a 6.
This is a big part of the game. We forced them to punt the first series.
The punter at halftime,
I mean, he hit a couple of boomers. We hadn't seen that on film, that's for sure.
well, they're going to call a accidental face mask, and Braylon gets a good return. But their punter at halftime had more punting yardage on one punt than they had in the entire offense.
Yeah. We had talked about going deep the first play and taking a shot, and what a great throw and a great catch here and good protection.
Little fake in, go out.
Great throw, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You can't throw it in better than that.
Coach, you and I can't go out there and hand it to him better than that. That is Brandon Spector's first receiving touchdown of the season.
Wow.
And that is Gavin Gray's. I think he's going to end up with 4, but I think that's his 18th. Yeah, that was his 18th touchdown pass of the season. So Eduardo's doing the extra point kicking.
Yeah, we had to kick Eduardo. He's doing a good job for us, and he was really nervous, but he knocked it through there.
Yeah, he did. To the concession stand roof, and everything here is new. I mean, gymnasium, concession stands,
Yep.
field, bleachers. Like I said, Todd and I were on the roof of the home press box. They do have a visitor's press box where our coaches were. It was a wonderful facility, nice turf.
Yeah, it was. I was impressed. It really was.
Down to the 1.5-yard line, and up the sideline he comes, and we put a good hit. Ooh, oh my golly. Coach, we're hitting. Slobber knockers galore.
That's Owen Williams coming in there, and looked like Eric McKnight made the first hit.
And Owen comes in cleaning up.
Yeah.
That's a hard hit. All righty, they're going to line up in a shotgun, and I'm thinking, well, they're going to pound the ball, but they just, look at that.
Not a whole lot of room in there, that's for sure.
CJ making a dog pile in the middle, and Zeke and Bryce Craig, and then the linebackers, and wow, big night from the defense. So they look to the side, they do a lot of freezing, very reminiscent of us. Second down from the 27-yard line. And they do look like Duke, don't they, color-wise?
Yeah, they do.
This is the play.
Good job by John Kell Talbot there, forcing him out of bounds. And he bounced it, and there was John Kell for a minor gain, maybe 2 or 3 yards.
With both shoulders on the front of his body.
Yes.
I mean, so he had no chance of getting around us. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. We're in a 7-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets. And this was a problem they had all night, and I think they heard footsteps throughout the night.
Force them to punt the football again, and we got a return on.
Well, the first quarter is not his good punting quarter. It gets better
Yeah, it does.
for them.
Thought we had a good chance here. It's hard to see from the sideline, but it looked like we had a better chance than it looks like from here on film. But,
Well, he got a hold of his jersey. I think, of course, if Braylon gets by that first guy, then he's got a lane.
Yep. This is probably our worst series of the night here. I think this is it. We come out 2 tights and run the counter and get about 5 yards.
Yes. Well, in fact, we gave you 6, so let's make it 2nd and 4.
Good run by Zach right here.
They gave him a first down, first and goal from their 47.
Let me start going backwards here in just a second, I believe.
Yeah, we can't get the count right.
Yeah.
But first we have a drop ball situation.
Yeah, that's not good there. We
Fortunately,
haven't done that in a while, but we get back on the ball. That's not a read situation. That's a total give situation, and we can't mess that up.
I wondered about that. Yeah. So Zach got on it and recovered the fumble.
So we stack them out here. Got a good play call here. We just don't execute.
Well, we got a delay again.
That's right. We got delay. You know, I couldn't figure. Sometimes the 25-second clock was working, and sometimes it wasn't. It was just causing us all kind of problems on the sideline.
Backs us up 5. So we're back to our 46.
We had a good call here, and then we just overthrow Braylon. We got what we want right there in the matchup, and then we got another illegal false start.
Yes, so that backs us up.
And then we
It's
get
third down.
Yeah, we get a confusion about what down it is here.
Well,
And they may have messed it up.
I think they gave us an extra down.
Some of our coaches were also saying that it should be fourth down.
It should have been 4th down. So that's an incomplete pass. And I had us marked for 4th and 46 from the 46-yard line, 4th and a bunch. They got together and talked and decided that it's going to be 3rd down. So we're going to make it a little bit more difficult on ourselves. We got an illegal procedure
Yeah,
penalty.
we got another penalty.
So that backs us up to the 41. Well, we're not done yet. Back us up to the 41. And we're still flirting with this extra down.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe the Bremen coaches weren't going nuts on this.
We got a very good. Oh, shoot.
That's our last illegal procedure penalty. We're back to the 36-yard line. We got to go to their 36 or 37. It was, we had first down at their 47.
Great catch right here by Zach.
Oh,
and it
great.
looks like we got gonna have a first down, and kid comes off JC's blocks and strips him, and the ball goes out of bounds. But still, it's a good call, good yardage on 3rd/4th down. That's 4th down.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll take the extra down. Remind me of the Oklahoma-Oregon game from years ago, down at the goal line. So this is a good punt, 40-yard punt.
A great punt. We got to get down there and make a tackle. Nate's got to break down, but still, it's on the 12-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, it's only a 5 or 6 yard return. So that puts them at their 13 and a half, 14-yard line. We got them backed up. 5:42 left in the first quarter. Still 7-0 Jackets. And you're gonna look at this. Look at the hitting.
That ball came loose, and
I don't think they knew who had it.
I don't think they did either, but they got back on it, I believe.
You think they got on it?
Yeah, it looked like
Because it looked like 58 came up with the ball and handed it to the ref.
Yep. But that's excellent speed to the ball and contact to the ball.
So they line up, and there are 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They're looking for the slant guy. And I thought this was nice defense by Brandon. The Bremen fans on our side were just hooting and hollering for pass interference, but they were hooting and hollering for a lot of things by the time this game ended. I think it was a couple of Excedrins to get rid of the headache, the pounding headache in
So
their
it's
head.
3rd and long, 3rd
Yes.
and 12, 11. They sprint out.
Look out!
There's Bailey Lester with another sack, and Bryce Craig cleaning it up.
Who was that hit him at the end?
Bryce Craig.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do have Bryce down for that, for a slobber knocker. And Bailey got the sack. And then after this quarter, I thought they just had us surrounded. I thought when he first caught it, he was going to be able to cut to the right, but he was just cut off. All righty, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. We lead 7-0. Hey, look at the new running back.
Yeah, we got Brandon in the backfield a little bit.
Yeah. He picks up 8. 2nd and 2 from their 27. We still got him in the backfield. Oh, we put him in motion. Trips to the right.
We got him for a touchdown. We just overthrow him a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the second overthrow Gavin's had. He's a
You
little bit pumped up.
This is what we were saying on the radio. He completed at first, and now he's jacked up, and he's really going after it. We run on 3rd down and don't get the first down.
Yeah, I thought that was a bad spot. I thought he had the first down, but so it was 4th down.
Heavy set. Bailey at fullback. We freeze him at the line of scrimmage. Gavin underneath center, behind Ben King and the Mac Daddies, and you called a timeout,
Yeah,
didn't
we
you?
called timeout. Let's discuss what we want to do here because it's a big call.
It is a big call because we're wanting to put a little bit of a dagger in their heart. So we line up in the same formation. We're overloaded to the right. We go to the right.
Good job by Zach getting the first down.
And he made sure he got the first down. He was covering the ball up nicely. 1st and 10, Jackets. We've got the ball at their 23. Oh, this is a nice play call. Fake the handoff to Zach, and here comes Brandon from the left-hand side, and he gets it all the way down to the 6, 1st and goal at the 6.
Good little reverse call there.
It was a good call.
Got it on the 6-yard line. We run the counter again. They play it pretty good.
They did play it well that time.
They're a fast defense. They're really not that bad on defense. They're quick and they're moving. They're always moving, and they're fairly physical up there, trying to get the gaps. But again, we get down to the 3-yard line.
But you know the guys in the white shirts and the gold hats, they're pretty quick and physical
yes, they
too.
are. Yep.
This is a beautiful pass. Floated it right in there, Coach. Zeke Nance with his first touchdown.
First touchdown catch.
Big dog. Eating at the big dish.
That was a big 3rd down play right there.
Yes, it was. Huge. We're going to line up in our tight extra point formation, and somebody's got to slip up on that yet this year, Coach. Somebody's got to forget that we're out there. All righty. Zane McCracken snapping, Porter Law holding, and Eduardo Fajardo with another one down the middle on the roof of the concession stand. We lead 14-0. So Eduardo is going to kick off. From 10 yards away, toe meets the leather, boots a line drive down the field. They field it at the 6. Up the sideline he comes. The hash cuts to the outside. It was probably our only iffy kickoff coverage.
But I tell you, they cut block on every kickoff return, and we told referees every kickoff return, and they never called it.
Nope. And they do a lot of cut blocking.
Yes, they do.
I knew you'd talk to the referees about this before
I
the
did.
game. Run the option.
We got it played right there, and we just missed the tackle by
Yeah, we did.
Tripp. Missed the take. He played it well. He just got to make the tackle.
And then we had our 2 tacklers run into
And
each
this
other.
is the set that gave us trouble last year, and we were ready for it.
Yes, you were. First quarter comes to a close. We're up 14-0, so we flip the ends of the fields, and it's going to be 2nd down from their 46-yard line. What a lucky bounce.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at the
What a
slobber
hit.
knocker by Owen. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that ball was a bad snap and went right in the hands of number 5 after it ricocheted off the quarterback.
Yeah. Motion.
This was a big play by Brandon. That was 3rd and a foot.
3rd and a foot, and they threw a swing pass. I just couldn't. That's overthinking. Now the punting starts to get better.
This guy boomed this punt.
Oh, I mean, he nailed it. 6. That was only a 58-yard punt. He's got a better one coming, yeah.
Good gracious.
Oh, he nailed it. The nose turned over, and it just kept on going. All right, 1st and 10 for the Jackets. We're looking to go downfield again and just past the outstretched hands of Luke Mosley.
Yeah, another ball that Gavin liked to have back. You just got to keep him in bounds there and give him a chance.
Yep.
Send Brandon in motion again. A good route right here. We just got to hit him.
And we do hit him later in the
Yeah.
game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like you. I just thought after the first completion, Gavin was thinking, I'm going to have a bunch of.
Yeah.
And he did have a bunch of
We throw
touchdowns.
a jail screen right here to Brandon, and great blocking.
And they thought they'd
on
get
the
their hands on
perimeter.
him.
Yep.
He's down to the 30 and down the sideline he goes, and it's another 6 for the Yellow Jackets.
Great execution on the screen.
Had good blocking out there,
Yep.
Coach,
Yep.
by the linemen and the wide receivers. So that was Braylon's 5th touchdown pass of the season. And Gavin's quickly reaching his final game total of 4 touchdown passes. Gavin leaves this game with 21 touchdown passes on the season. Snap's good from Zane, hold by Porter, and over the student body section, who harassed us and chewed on us the entire pregame, and they're gradually becoming much quieter.
Yes, they are.
Eduardo Toe meets the leather, kicks it down inside the number to the 6.
Very good kick right there, and good coverage right there by, who's that making the tackle? That's Logan Parker.
Logan Parker. And I think there was Tripp coming off the block.
Yep.
I thought he did a good job of keeping him back into pursuit. Yeah, Logan Parker is going to have a sparkling play later on.
Yes, he is.
Wow. Quarterback drops back. He throws the ball deep down the field, and Luke just missed the ball when he went to deflect it away.
It was a great catch. I mean,
Yes.
we're there to make it, and we didn't knock it down, but the kid made a great catch. But it was good coverage.
That was their first down of the game. And a 37-yard pass play is probably quadrupled or quintupled their amount of offense so far. But, 35 runs well, 8 runs well, obviously 5 runs well.
8 runs real well.
Yes, he does.
He's a track guy that I think he runs, or he may be a junior Olympic long jumper or triple jumper, but he's got really good speed.
Little flare out here on the left-hand side, and I got in too big a hurry. That was the younger Dobbs. I think he's Tyreek. They have Tyron back in the game.
I had to call timeout because we were substituting, and they weren't. It's not like the college where, if they substitute, we can substitute. So, great job by Davis Allen breaking up the screen.
You should have heard the fans hollering for pass interference on that call.
Fourth down play right here. What a big play by Thomas Lester.
Yes. Or Bailey.
Oh, sorry, Bailey Lester.
See,
I saw Thomas tonight. The reason I had Thomas.
But
on
see,
my
I don't
mind.
feel bad about calling Brandon Balin every now and then.
Thomas and them played last night. They
Oh,
played
did they?
Shorter last night and beat them pretty good. So almost a good catch by Nate right here.
Almost came up with it. 2nd down for the Yellow Jackets.
We got a really good play right here, and 13 comes off of JC's block, makes a tackle.
Did a good job.
Little buck sweep action.
Yep. A wing T motion, wing T offense. 2 receivers each side of the field. Fake to Zach, pump fake. And I thought Gavin did a good job of just getting rid of this because they had a receiver
covered us,
double.
yeah. They covered us up there right there. Good job getting rid of the ball. What a great play by Aaron Hayes right here. A little bit of a high snap. No, it's the next one.
Yeah, it's next one.
It may be the.
Next.
Is it the next punt or this actually next play?
I can't remember if it's on this punt or the 2 series later. Anyway, they backed us up 5 yards for illegal procedure. It is this. Yeah.
Great catch and good job getting it off, and turned out to be a good punt.
It rolled nice for us. Get it down inside the 30. Yep. 29.5 is where I called it. Waiting on the referees to spot it because sometimes I couldn't understand their spots. 2 receivers either side. And they like to line Dobbs up in the pistol shotgun, then they'll move him left or right on almost every play. Flare him out to the right. Looking receiver in the middle, and he pumps. And Coach Bryce Craig almost came up with this.
Yeah, he did. I thought he did at first.
I think we had at least 3 pass deflections.
And Davis had 2 of them, I know.
Is that who had them? Okay.
Kind of hard to throw over Davis.
6'5" and long arms. Put Dobbs to the left. Looking left, it comes back to the
There's
right.
another
Yep.
Tip, yep. Good job by Davis.
That's a good read by him. Because that action's all away from him from the quarterback's first movement, and then he follows his eyes and gets back in position. Bailey lining up Zeke. Quarterback dropping straight back, looking downfield. He's going to let her fly. And they did have a guy open.
Yeah, we had a busted coverage there.
This is
Luckily, overthrew him.
This is a nice punt.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
Good gracious.
67 yards. I mean, just nails it, and it just rolls forever. And Braylon says, I'm going to pick this up. Which I don't know if they would have downed it at the 1 or not. They was starting to turn right, but we do get it at the 3.
He might have saved us a couple of yards there.
He may have. Fake to Zach. Gavin follows him through the hole. A little bit of a gain,
yep.
yeah. 2 receivers right. Give to Zach. Nice hole.
Great run right here for a first down. And I think they call holding on us. Or is it? I think it's this play they call holding.
Yeah. Gavin rolls to the right-hand side. And once again, double coverage, and Brandon almost came up with that.
He did.
This ball's just floating around the air, and when it does that, doesn't it seem like the ball's in the air forever?
Yes, it does.
I mean, I'm just, We send Brandon in motion to the left.
Number 99 doesn't even rush on the screen. He picks it off, which wasn't a very good execution there.
It just looked like that play from
Yeah, it didn't
as soon as
look
the
good
snap.
from the get-go. Yep.
Yeah, it didn't seem like we had our blocking lined up. All right, so they get the pick.
Again, we give it to them at the 20-yard line.
But it's getting to the point where you don't really care where they have the ball because you know
What
you're
a
going to
great play by
Oh,
John Kell Tarbert. That's how you draw it up. You tackle with the back hand, knock it down with the front hand.
and give the quarterback credit, he was open quite a
Yes,
bit
he
when
was.
he released it. But John Kell's got great closing speed.
Great break.
Second down. Yeah, let's just pick it off and turn this back around for us. Braylon with a pick.
See, they've now figured out they can't run the ball against us,
Right.
and they're having to throw it, and it's not really what they like to do.
Braylon's second pick of the season. We've got it 1st and 10 at our 13. So we're going to run the ball a little bit.
Good hard running by Zach.
Always.
Gets about 3.
Yes, he did. Now we're going to get your call because we got a nice play here.
Yep, we do.
And is that where they called it at the?
Yes, we called it Andrew, and I just watched him. It's a bad call.
Yeah. So they call holding. That's going to back us up half the distance to the goal. So we're going to end up with the ball at the 8.5-yard line with second down. Looking downfield again, and
Yeah, we just had a mix-up there
Yeah.
between he and Gavin and Luke.
Luke cut it off, and Gavin thought he was going to do a stop and go. So Zach jumps over JC.
Good hard running. See, that should be a cut block there. The defensive guys
That
can't
should-
cut block either.
Right, and that should have been
They
that.
cut the front side guard there, and that should have been a penalty.
They love the cut block, Coach. They've hurt a lot of people this year. We don't get the roll we normally get, so they take over at our 40. But Todd and I are just kind of talking on the radio. We don't really care where Bremen gets the ball. They're not going to do anything
Yeah.
with it. Because this black shirt defense of Coach Hobb the Elder, we're going to have to come up with a new adjective to describe how suffocating it was. And hard. Look at that. Owen Williams.
Good job by Owen on the backside, making a tackle. He did a good job on his stun angle.
I'm thinking Bremen offensive backfield coaches are going to want some of our linebackers to run the ball because they're so fast and quick. Quarterback looks to the right, bounces around just a little bit out of reach of number 8.
Makes it third down.
Yes, it does. I formation with the 3 wide receivers. Now let's go out of that.
Draw, quarterback draw, and there's Owen again.
And Bryce at the bottom.
Yep. That's great defense. They had the ball at the plus 40.
Yes.
First down, and they're punting from their plus 46.
Yes. This is a pretty nice punt. Look at
It's a
roll.
good bounce.
And they said the ball did not cross the goal line, so we get it again at the 3.
So right now we're not getting very good field position to do something with the ball.
Well, the last 3, it's been to the 3, the 14, and the 3.
Yeah.
But then you look up at the scoreboard, we're up 21-0 and
Right.
dominating.
Right. We got our sumo package in.
We got this ball back with 2 minutes left on the clock. Coach, he got smacked in the hole and got 2 more yards out of that.
Sure, that's good hard running.
I mean, I guarantee you, every team Bremen's played this year, when that kid hit somebody like that, that play was over.
Yep.
Referees are discussing,
Oh, I had a face mask
yes,
there.
against Bremen. So that,
something.
yeah, it was a face mask. So it brings it out 1st and 10 at hour 22. And you're thinking
I'm trying to run the clock and get out
Yeah,
of here
that's what
because
I
we get the
thought.
ball.
to start the
We'll
second
start
half.
the second half, and then Zach makes 2 pretty good runs here.
Yeah, he does. But you've already made up the mind.
Yeah.
We're going into halftime,
Yeah.
and Zach tacks another 11 yards on to his game total with this last. Ran a lot of double tights tonight,
Yeah,
Coach.
we did. We like that matchup against them. Good hard running by Zach.
Well, you never know if they're going to play a straight 3-man front or they're going to walk outside linebackers up to turn into the traditional 50.
Right.
So, yeah. At halftime, any big adjustments in mind?
No, we still had some plays we hadn't run that we
Yes.
put in and liked during the week. So, not a whole lot of adjustments. We just want to look at some. We want to take advantage of some other things that we've run during the week. So we talk about that. But other than that, defensively, really no adjustments. And so we feel like we get the ball the first drive, the second half, we can come out and score. Then the game basically over if you go up 28.
Right. Yeah, I think some of the fans aren't used to you getting the ball back with 2 minutes left in the half and not hustling downfield. But keep in mind, we didn't have any timeouts left either at that point in
No,
time.
we had to burn all of our timeouts in bad situations, but and at that point we're up 21-0. Let's just run the clock out and get out of here. Since we're getting the ball in the first coming out at halftime.
Any thought process on, or we're going to still? This team likes to play a lot of man defense. Are we still going to throw the ball about as much as we did, and complement it with the run?
Well, you see, the opening drive of the second half, we like the matchup with Drew,
Yes.
Rutledge, and we throw him a couple of deep balls. And, if we'd have connected a little bit better on our deep balls in the first half, I think Gavin would have settled in a little bit better and we'd have had some more points the first half. But we didn't do it, and but we did a little better job second half.
Goodness gracious, my trick-or-treat bag would have been full of more treats if you
Yep.
completed any more passes. Unbelievable. You were thinking about leaving, weren't you? See, Halloween trick-or-treat's next Tuesday, so you get that Daddy-O's donut, get your favorite beverage, sit back in the Barca Lounger, and watch the pride of Georgia's Northland, the Calhoun Marching Band, the best doggone band in the land, 290 strong, in their Halloween costumes, their outfits, led by Director Larry Brown, assisted by Sarah Knapp, and led on the field by Drum Major Sarah Green. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
Entertainment is provided by Calhoun High School Band and your very own Bremen High School's Marching Blue Devils Band. Join me in giving them a big Blue Devil welcome. Now presenting the 2017 Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets. The Jackets are under the field direction of Drum Major Sarah Green. Tonight we will be playing Eleanor Rigby, Seven Nation Armies, Cookie Diddles, Show Me How You're Burlesque, and When a Man Loves a Woman. Drum Major Sandy Green, you can take the field.
Welcome back, Yellow Jacket football fans. An outstanding performance by the band, and I love when they dress up in their Halloween outfits for when they perform. So it was another great show. We come out second half. We're going to get the second half kickoff. And I said, well, if this kid can kick off like he punts, it may go through the concession stand itself. But he didn't get it that deep.
Well, we charted it. He kicks it in the end zone maybe, I think we had 60% of the time, so he
Really?
misses it some. And so we felt like we had a good shot there, and we had a little bit of a seam, but it closed pretty quick.
And that was Brandon returning that kickoff. Looking right, now we go back left, and we're trying to find our guy, and they're going to, he was holding Drew's arm. He was yanking on it.
Yep.
So they call pass interference, so it's going to be 15-yard penalty and 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Drew had a step or two on him. It was breezy on top of the press box, but the flag wasn't moving down on the field, so it looked like it was calm down there. Oh! And we lost the fumble.
Not what we wanted there. We lose it, and they get the ball at midfield. Again, the whole second quarter, we didn't have a really good field position, and we finally got some field position, and we turned it right back over to them. But our defense to the rescue.
That's about the time Todd and I said for the third time, it won't make any difference where they have the ball. They're not going to score.
It feels good to make a few mistakes offensively, but you got to shut down defense that gets you out of it.
Big dog Zeke Dance with the sack. We're going to have a bunch of defensive slobber knockers tonight, stingers, a bunch of them. Yeah, it's really nice. In fact, I put this game in a book at halftime, said it was over. So they run a little down and out there, and nice hanging.
By Tripp holding on, and here comes Bailey and Davis Allen.
Yeah, just to let the guy know that number 8 may have a hold of you, but we're bringing in some additional support.
So it's 3rd and 9.
Yes. From their 49, quarterback dropping back, looking for a guy out here in the flow.
Nice play by Tripp. Very good play.
Tripp thought he'd thrown him to the ground, but he gave it a quick look back just to make sure he didn't go to the turf.
We're forcing the punt again after fumbling to him at midfield.
The punting settles down here. He's not getting 58 and 67 yarders. This is only a 42-yarder.
Yeah. Oh.
And that was a face mask, personal foul face mask. That's a 15-yarder. So even though we're backed up, we're going to get 15 additional yards on it. Face mask against the Blue Devils. And I don't know who this guy was talking to, but he wasn't hooked up to a microphone. But I mean, he gave a detailed explanation of that penalty. They were a very methodical crew. Zach was wanting to follow his blockers, but he decided to cut back to left, which is good. Gets good positive yards up to the 28. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Oh, we got a really good play here.
The Mac Daddies just wiped out
Good run.
the right side of
First
that.
down, good blocking up front.
1st and 10 for the Jackets. Gavin rolls to the left after faking to Zach on the right, and Drew's got it, and he's down the sideline. Makes a cut. Number 8's able to stay with him and bring him down, but not before he gets to the 36-yard line.
That's good execution. Good throw by Gavin.
25-yard reception. Gavin had his 9 receptions netted a lot of yards.
That was a face mask.
Yes, it was. The flag came in. And that's going to be a personal foul face mask, a 15-yarder. So the referee's explaining to number 27 who he called it on. Oh, cramps are starting to get that hammy.
Yeah. First down from the. What a great run by Zach.
3 broke tackles.
Yep.
Touchdown, Zach Fuller. That is his. Was that? Oh, yeah, 27's really hobbling. Poor, I mean, I'm not laughing at it. That hurts.
Yeah, it does.
And it doesn't go away quick.
Nope.
About 2 days later. Good snap from Zane. Good hold by Porter, and through the uprights by Eduardo. 28-0. And if there was any doubt in anybody's mind, it is over.
Yep. It's a good start by our team for the second half.
Yeah, we just delayed that excellent drive. Down to the 2-yard line inside the hash. He wants to go outside, and he's not getting anywhere.
There's Eric McKnight making a tackle.
Yes. It's better than the touchback, Coach. So they're going to start at their 17-yard line with 7:42 left in the third quarter. 2 receivers, both sides. They didn't go much heavy over with the linemen, did they?
No, they didn't do as much as that as we thought.
Yes. Brandon Spector with, of course, an open field tackle.
Yes. That was a new little wrinkle. We hadn't seen a little option they ran. They ran it a couple of times, but it didn't hurt us.
No, it hurt them. I can say that, you can't. Little hitch or a slant right there, and
There's James Prater making a play.
there's no place to go, Coach. I mean, it's almost like we've been practicing with him, and we're trying to make it tough on the offense, and we made it tough on the offense. A lot of juniors start on this team. Set up a screen on the left-hand side, and
Oh, we had him tackle.
yes, we did. Oh! Missed him up front, but Mr. Williams clean, or no, that's
That was Eric McKnight flying through there.
and that was Colin Baggett on the backside.
Yep.
Baggett hit him hard, hitting him on the backside. There'll be some tired boys from Bremen tomorrow. Sore.
Sprint out. Good throw, good catch. Get about 8 yards.
But we had good coverage. I mean, the quarterback made a real good throw that fitted in that tight pocket. They're getting everybody lined up right. Make sure they got enough guys on the line of scrimmage. He ducked under. It's a good thing he ducked. Because Mr. Lester and was that Davis out there also?
Yes. I wonder how many times they threw it tonight, because that was definitely out of the norm for them. They're throwing it every snap right now.
Yes, they are. I mean, they've completely changed their identity. So you get a little bubble screen action on the left-hand side, and that's probably their most dangerous runner when you get down to it because of his speed and his shiftiness. Because we just didn't give Dobbs time to show us what he's got.
Nope.
Move him up to the left-hand side of the quarterback. Oh, he throws that ball lower. We got a pick. Mr. Baggett's thinking, I could have had that.
Yeah.
If it had hit his receiver.
Just third down, second.
Okay, they're at our 43-yard line. I can tell you right now, it's second down. Drop back. You can't run backwards. Not against this defense.
Good job by Brandon forcing him, and then Eric McKnight cleaning it up.
Third down from the 41. I thought they actually could have spotted that ball at the 40. The way they've been spotting balls throughout the game, I thought they were going to put it at the 40. 3 receivers to the right. Quarterback step, nah, he's not going anywhere. Eric.
Eric McKnight with the sack.
And a little shove at the
Yeah,
end.
you got to be careful.
Yes, you do. Yeah, the Bremen fans didn't like that either. Of course, there's a lot they don't like, particularly when they look at that south end scoreboard. We got a new punt returner.
Yeah, Tyler Putnam back there catch that was a tough catch.
Yes, it was. Kept floating.
Again, we start at our 10-yard line.
That was a 42-yard punt. But after a 42-yard, he does a 42-yard punt after the 58s and the 67s. We're kind of thinking, well, that's not too bad.
I'm telling you, he did not punt that well on film.
Never, huh? Well, he did tonight.
Ball might have had some helium in it.
You might want to check the ball they're punting with. And let me look at that ball. What's the name of that old movie with the bouncing ball? Anyway, Gavin rolls to the left-hand side.
We got him open. I don't know where Gavin was moving to. It looked like he had a little pressure.
They jump, but not into the neutral zone. the side judge says. Yeah, they're playing a three-man front and act like they might want to blitz from the defense's left. They do like to play man coverage. We take a timeout.
Yeah, there's too much confusion going on right here.
So we come out of timeout. Did we change a play?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Had a very good play call here on the whip route to Brandon, and he makes a great move. And
Shoestrings left on the field.
gee, if he hadn't looked back, I think he'd have been gone.
Well, when he made that one cut, I think he thought there might be people coming, so I may want to go back to the
And
middle of the
He
field.
almost stepped out of bounds.
Almost. Bremen people were yelling that he had. This is a nice throw, nice catch. Now,
Get down.
yeah. When he stood there and looked at the guy that he'd faked out, I'm thinking, son,
Yeah.
I don't want you to get hit hard.
Yeah.
More and more shoelaces are being left on the field
Yep.
from Bremen's side. Tight end to the right. Zach bounces it outside.
Good running right there by Zach. Good vision, bouncing it outside for good yardage.
Down to the 15-yard line.
This was a good job by Gavin, not forcing this ball, getting something run out of bounds. And
Then they hit him late.
yep.
So we're going to end up with the ball at the 4.5-yard line after that personal foul. Yeah, that was good.
Yep. They peeled on the swing. We wanted to throw the swing right there, and they peeled on it. And good job by Gavin not throwing it.
He had one. They grabbed his shirt and slowed him down. We got a penalty on this
Yeah,
play.
they called holding on us.
Yes, they did. I forgot to look ahead.
Called it on Davis. I don't know if
On the tight end?
Yep.
Well, I got Zeke as a tight end on the right. Got Drew as a tight end on the left. Or no, that's Davis. I'm sorry.
Yep. We throw a backside screen to Davis for
When,
a touchdown.
when we were up on the roof, it was just like a wave of people coming
Yeah.
to the Bremen sideline. They were fooled on that. In fact, they were fooled so bad, I think Coach Long said he heard one of the Bremen radio crew got a little carried away with his talking about Hades. Oh, Hades, they scored again. Through the upright it goes. Eduardo's got a short kick, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Short
does.
follow-through. 35-0. Nothing short about that score.
Well, we wanted to score right there before the third quarter because it was automatic running clock if we'd scored right there in the third.
We were rooting for you on,
Yeah.
on the press box roof. Kick it out of bounds. They get it 1st and 10 at their 35. Yeah, we were cheering and rooting for you. That clock was winding down at 36, 35. We're going, get the playoff, get the playoff. Motion from left to right. That 35 is a good running back.
Yeah, he is.
Coach, there's no place to run.
Nope.
And then when they step over a blocker or a tackler or one of the guys, one of our defensive guys that they cut, there's just no place to go.
No.
Running clock, 4th quarter. They flip ends of the field. They've got it at their 35-yard line. Look at that. Look at this. Ball comes loose. And with the fumble recovery is John Kell Talbert.
John Gill almost scores with it.
He was going to do a
That'd been
scoop and
nice.
score. So we won the turnover battle, 3-1.
And Zach doesn't even get touched right here.
No, they've.
They've shut it down.
I said on the radio, if they were the visiting team, they'd gone to the bus drivers and said, "Start the engine on the cheese wagon. We want to go home." Yeah, you've taken the starch out of them.
I think that's the last offensive play we run, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we get our do we get our offense back on the field?
Yes. Well, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong
From there,
sheet.
we talked about putting the twos
No.
in and playing Jake Morrow.
No, we
and I
don't.
think we
No,
get the ball back.
We never got him back on. A little shoving going
Because
on.
they go down the field and we run a pick six back.
Oh, don't ruin the plot of the story. All right, Eduardo's going to kick off. Yeah, just stick around. If you're thinking there's nothing to see, you're wrong. Once again, this kid fields the ball at the 5-yard line with it twisting out of bounds. But to his credit, he gets it back to the 36, so he gains an extra yard. So they line up with 2 receivers on the right. This is the drive that's going to net a very nice play deep in our territory. And I can't wait to see it because I could get the exact yardage.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I mean, I just don't understand when you're down 42 and you're running your starting quarterback.
I guess the second-string quarterback's just about as good because if this kid gets injured, they're not worried about him playing quarterback is the only way I'm looking at it. Yeah, I mean, look at the...
Well, we've totally subbed. We've got our
I know.
2s in the game. There's David Braden, number 42, DJ Smith, 77. There's James Prater. You know, I think he might. It was close.
Yeah, when he hit him, he just took the ball right out of his arms.
I've got Axel in there at nose. We got Lamonte Swanson. I told Lamonte we got to do something about them sleeves.
The talk must have worked with Logan Parker.
Yeah, it did. Good job by, who's that, a Mike linebacker? Is that Eric McKnight?
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
We got Eric McKnight, Colin Baggett. We got Porter Law in the secondary, Peyton Morrow. We got Logan and Nate Bonner in there at corner.
Boy, Coach, this was close to lateral.
Yeah, it was.
And to Bremen's credit, Tyreek Dobbs jumped on the ball right away. I'd hate it for those officials to have to decide whether that was lateral.
They'd had a hard time doing that.
It would have been a long discussion, I promise you. All right, so they put Tyran Dobbs to the left of the quarterback, and the quarterback dropped straight back. And my golly, how many times did they throw the ball? 40?
They threw it a lot in the second half.
Yeah. So they're down inside our 35-yard line. They're our 34. It's 1st and 10. Dobbs to the right, 3 receivers left. Looking downfield, and they're going for 6. Up in the air it goes, and I think if Logan sticks his other hand up, he gets a pick. But he gets a pick later. It was senior night for this Bremen bunch, too.
Yeah.
So they were jazzed up a little bit. Did you get down to the end zone in pregame to listen to their the student section?
Not really, but I heard some stories from our kids on the bus on the way home.
It was hilarious. Little flare pass to the left gets them down to the 30. It's going to be 3rd down from the 30. The quarterback backs up. We got pressure on him. Pumps, throws it in the middle, and it's incomplete. I think he almost lost the ball in the pump fake.
Yep. So it's 4th down.
Yes, it is. Now we need to watch.
Is this the play?
Oh, we need to watch. Yeah. Yep. 4th down from the 30. I got to get exactly where he picks it up because the only description I gave was 90 plus. Quarterback drops back, throws it towards the end zone, bounces off the receiver, picked up at the 9. It is a 91-yard touchdown return. And down the sideline he goes.
He shows great speed right here.
Good finishing speed. I mean, he outran everybody.
I don't know where number 5 was going.
I have no idea. To the house, maybe.
I guess.
But our guy went to the true house, the 6-point house. Logan Parker. That is his first interception return, and we're going to line up in our tight formation. Yeah, that's Logan's second pick of the year. His first pick 6. Hooked it wide left. That's okay. 48.
He did a good job tonight.
Oh, he did a good job. He's been kicking off well all year.
Yes.
And it's nice to know that you got 2 guys that can do this. Down to the 9.
That was Elmer kicking off that time.
Yes, it was.
Good coverage on our. We had a makeshift kickoff team there. We're trying to get everybody, and we want to get our ones off of there. You know, so we're kind of throwing some kids in there. We're gonna have to make us a new SMAC team.
New seating chart. Look at the young SMAC team. I mean, young defense, young black shirts.
You got Lamonte, you got Axel. You know, those kids didn't get to play a whole lot against Norville because the same thing happened. We played a lot of offense on the running clock.
Yes.
But tonight we're playing a lot of defense on the running clock, and the offensive guys didn't get to play a whole lot.
No, and the last week's game was running clock in the second half.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and you know Bremen's getting tired because you see him kind of flinching when we go to hit him.
Yep.
Fortunately, nobody got hurt. And 16 drops it. He heard James Prater sneaking up on him.
Mm-hmm.
2 receivers up top to the left, wing to the left. They're not using number 1 as the wing anymore. 24 carries it across midfield, down to the 49-yard line. And they got this ball back with 3:49 left, and the running clock is going to go away pretty quick. And they didn't show any desire to stop it or hurry up in it necessarily. They're just running the clock out. Who's 29?
That's Mason Ray.
Okay.
He's in there at Mike, and you got somebody else in there that's new. Oh, Nolan Gray right there, number 43, would in on the tackle.
I think we saw his family at the McDonald's we stopped at before we got into Rome. Yellow Jackets victorious, 48-0. You improved to 8-1 on the season, 4-0 in the sub-region. And did they give you a little sub-region trophy?
No, it was a High Five Sports Trophy. Game of the week. Yeah.
All right. But you are the South sub-region champions.
Yes, we are. We are the South Sub-Region champions, and next week we'll play for a region championship
At Murray County.
at Murray County.
At Murray County, absolutely. The Big Green.
Yep.
And hopefully they've changed the light bulbs and it'll be a brighter field.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. So I was doing some stats, and our region games so far, crossover and sub-region, you've scored 274 points and given up 48. Your average, the pound and shoot offense is averaging 45 7/10 points a game, and the black shirt defense has given up 8, which would be a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Well, I think we're getting better, obviously, and we like peaking this time of year, so hopefully we'll continue to get better and better on both sides of the ball and special teams, and hopefully make a run. But we got to concentrate on the region championship next week.
Yes, let's concentrate on Murray County, and we are as healthy as we've been all year, and that's a nice place to be, an unusual place to be at this time of the season.
Yeah, it is, and we are healthy, which is good, and our goal next week is obviously to win the game and be region champions, and there aren't many people that can say that you can win 17 region championships in a row next week, so that's going to be our focus.
16 consecutive region championships are in the bag, 17's on the cusp, 129 consecutive region victories, and we were talking before we went on the air, there's some kids on your football team that weren't even born when we lost our last region game.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing.
That is amazing. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back and look at the stingers, the plays of the game. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show and the plays of the game. The stingers are coming up. We have some offensive highlights, a lot of them, and a lot of defensive highlights and some big ones. So this is our first offensive highlight to Brandon. First play of the game, Coach.
Yep. We decided to take a shot, and what a great throw and a great catch.
And if Bremen didn't know we were a good team, after one play, they got an idea.
Good job on the pop pass to Zeke.
I just really like to touch throw.
Yeah.
I'm tickled to death for Big Dog.
Yep.
And not in the doghouse anymore. He's in the 6-point house. He was never in the doghouse to begin with, but.
And here's a nice pick after we had just turned it over to them a couple plays before this. And what a great break on the ball by Braylon Barton up at the top of the screen. Good job.
Then he runs it out to about the 13-yard line.
And this is just the fumble recovery by
John Kell.
John Kell.
And I'll tell you what, it's a good thing 5 got up off the ground because John Kell was going to scoop and score.
Yes, he was.
We had 3 turnovers.
Won the turnover battle.
Won the turnover battle, 3-1.
And here's your 91-yard pick six by Mr. Logan Parker.
So they're driving down the field. We have a running clock going on, and they're getting down the field. And they've got it at our 30-yard line. Quarterback looking for 6. Bounces off the receiver. And folks, Logan picked that up 6 inches off the ground, and he had a convoy. Then he outran the convoy and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good speed, huh?
Yeah.
Conditions paying off.
Great
Coach.
job by Logan. And then we got a
This is going to be Zach's
this
TD
is
run.
Zach's TD run, untouched, I believe.
Yeah, he is untouched. And the Bremen folks are wanting to get home, see their families, and celebrate senior night. Outstanding effort. Congratulations. Well done. Injury-wise,
No, we're good. We just got a couple of bruises, but other than that, we're good to go.
pipeline,
Pipeline, JV finished their season off last week with a 28-3 win at Model. We didn't take all of our JV, but most of them went, and so they finished their season at undefeated, 7-0. So JV's undefeated, middle school's undefeated, so the pipeline is good.
pipeline is full. We have 3 programs operating, and out of the 3 programs, we have 1 loss. That's,
Yep.
I'd say that's pretty doggone good. And some championships, South Subregion championships, so congratulations. And we will be at Murray County next week to win the region championship, which will hopefully be we win that, it'll be our 17th consecutive.
It'll be a big night for us. You know, we got to travel to Murray, unfortunately, but you know, the way, you know, it'd take me 10 minutes to explain this playoff system to everybody, but it is what it is, and we got to travel to Murray and hopefully get our region championship and go into the state playoffs as the #1 seed.
If you think the fans wouldn't like the explanation, I know somebody coaching up at Ringgold that really doesn't like it, because this is the 2nd consecutive year it has not benefited him. Little shout out to Coach Diane Smith's Lady Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, we pulling hard for them tomorrow morning. Well, this morning.
This morning, yes.
Saturday at 9 a.m. They're playing for the state championship, so wish them well.
If Mother Nature does not intervene, and I'll be hitting the road with Ronnie Reeves here shortly to bring all the action back to the people who want to stay home and watch the college games, but listening to the Lady Yellow Jackets. Any final comments, big boy?
Nope. What a great week we had, and it was great preparation, and now we got to start over and get prepared for Murray County.
Exactly. If you'd like to watch the Boys of Fall, you can watch it any number of times that you'd like. Just get on the internet and pull up on your computer or plug the computer into the TV, and you watch it on a big flat screen at CalhounTDClub.com. We'd like to thank our director, Louis Reyes, our producer, Manuel Fitz, and our floor director, Clayton Long, working long and early hours in the wee morning hours here. Yellow Jackets are victorious. We'll see you next week. It's a playing game. Jackets going for their 17th consecutive region championship and their 130th consecutive region victory. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.